All right, guys, welcome back to the Undrafted, episode 1 of season 2. It is great to be back. It is great to be back, right? Would you all agree?
Man,
Why are you curling your toes for?
Bro,
man, he's that excited. Okay, go ahead and get that. Get that in the shot.
oh boy, I've just been itching to get back. But anyways, obviously you can see that things are different now. Big shout out to Juan and his dad. They helped put up the walls and build the walls. And also we got new chairs, better angles. So shout out to Cameron's wife, Cheyenne, for helping with the chairs. They turned out great.
She reupholstered these chairs.
Yeah, she did. She did a good job. And we put some new LED lights up and stuff. So people who are listening to us on Spotify or any audio platforms, if you want to check us out on YouTube and see the new setup, you can go ahead and do that. But man, we're excited to be back.
Check me out on Twitch too.
And
The Undrafted.
You'll have your own little banner.
Automatic plug-in. Welcome back. We're back with season 2 of Undrafted. And we get some burning hot topics.
Man, oh yeah. I've been waiting for that. I've been yearning for that.
Mason, what do you got?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so I feel like I talked about this last season, but I guess we never posted the episode. But I do have big news about me and my wife. We're expecting our first child, a little girl.
No.
Yeah. So that's news for people who haven't watched us on Twitch. I've let it out a few times on Twitch, but if you're first time hearing it on the podcast, I'm going to be a dad. And when you become a dad, you entered a new stage in your life. You have to pick up something that's more so for dads. You know, you agree?
Yeah.
And let's just say,
I'm not a dad, but yeah.
No, but you kind of get that vibe. You kind of feel like you need to step into something that's more of a dad role.
Yeah, I mean, I already know this because I have dogs and cats, and I'm pretty much already in that dad role. And
So you picked up golfing too? Because that's what I did.
on GTA.
I went and bought my first set of clubs on Facebook Marketplace. Me and Juan and another coworker, we went, what was it, 2 days ago? Yesterday? And we did our first time ever playing golf. We said, F it, and did a whole 18 holes. Obviously I have red light on me, but I am so sunburnt.
Yeah, your skin's really red, bro.
Bro, I'm so burnt and I'm so sore. But I feel like that's like the new step you got to take when you become a dad.
When you become a dad, you got to be red as a tomato.
Okay, no, I'm talking about I'm talking about golfing.
Did you get your New Balances yet?
Oh,
No, but
his jean
Gotta be
shorts.
as red as a tomato.
my jorts, I got to get my jorts and my New Balance Waikiki.
Waikiki.
Wikey.
I meant to say
You
white.
got to step up the
and
dad
Nike.
joke game too.
Yeah, I guess so. But nah, man, I think we've been having a whole lot of fun. Like I said, Juan, you also bought a new set of clubs.
Yeah, so the 18 holes were rough, bro. I mean, the first 6 holes, 7 holes, fun.
We sucked, but fun.
I mean, we sucked, but the beers and everything like that, it's fun. Having a
How
grand
long
old
did
time.
it take y'all to get through all of them?
So I didn't notice it until I saw a post that Mason made on Instagram.
that was on hole 3.
That was on hole 3, and it said posted 5 hours ago, and we were on hole 13.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And we let people skip us and stuff, and I mean it's our first time.
We took breaks. We kept driving the cart back to the little
the
place to use the restroom and stuff. So it's not like we were at it the whole time.
Just caught in the sand trap.
yeah.
Closest I've been to golf is mini golf. So
the
Never
front
played.
the front 9 was fun, and then when you get to that past hole 11 or 12. And then the sun's beaming, and you're all muddy from. Well, it rained the last 4 or 5 days, or
This was the first day in probably 3-4 days straight where it didn't rain. So the course was just muddy. I mean the groundskeeping crew, they have good grass, but I mean still squishy, wet.
Yeah.
You're stepping in puddles. You're getting, if you hit it like we do, we're in the mud. Trying to hit it back out, but
it was just constant. It was constant pain toward the end, and even right now, my forearms are shot, my legs hurt.
He's gonna be like Andy from The Office, with all the splinters and the stuff's on his hands.
Yeah.
Oh, let's also mention the fact that we work night shift, so we just stayed up all day.
So
after getting off of work, I did 14 hours. You did 12, or how many I did, and our other coworker did the same thing. And just staying up all day to go out and play golf.
Yeah, in the early morning.
As soon as I came home, man, it was like 5:30 p.m. I crashed.
I bet.
Golfing's not easy. That was the first time I was thinking. At the first, in the beginning, you're like, oh yeah, we're, we're using a lot of energy to swing and everything like that. So it's like, okay, cool. Like it feels like a sport, which is good.
It is a sport. Woman.
Yeah, it felt like a sport.
Yeah, but you're outside looking in. You're kind of like, okay,
Yeah, it's golf. It's not like football,
Yeah.
And so like
You're not gonna get CTE.
you're actually like using energy and stuff. So you're like, okay, this is cool because this is an actual sport. Cool.
Yeah.
And that's where the back nine. Oh my god.
We live in the postmodern information age, right? There's social media. You could get the word out there immediately, right? 100 years ago, if you told somebody, hey, the president can get his word out right then and there, right? Right when he thinks of it, he can put it out there. Everybody could see it.
Yeah.
And they think you're crazy, but now we have X, formerly known as Twitter. I think Barack Obama was the first president where social media was big, so he was actually able to tweet. And I'm sure it was his administration. And you got Trump, who just like you used to think at the time, wow, Trump be saying some crazy stuff on Twitter. But what about Joe Biden? Do you see what he posted? Do you see what he posted right after the Super Bowl?
No.
All he posted, now again, I'm sure it's his administration. I'm not sure if you got this 100-year-old man on Twitter. I don't know, or X. Sorry. All it said was after the Super Bowl, after the Chiefs won, all it was posted was just like we drew it up, and it's a picture of Joe Biden with laser eyes. What? Look it up.
no.
And this is for real. This is not a meme. This is
From
real
his
thing.
account?
This is from his account. And then they asked his administration about it. They were like, oh, yeah, we were just kind of playing into the whole Super Bowl is scripted thing. I don't know. That looked way too weird. Who's going to post a picture of Joe Biden with laser eyes? Usually it's going to be people who make memes, not his own administration.
Oh no.
They're just trying to be hip.
I guess, but I thought that was really weird, right? I mean, you always think of like, oh yeah, Trump said some weird stuff like Kofefe. Remember that? Yeah. But now you got Joe Biden with laser.
Obama. Remember that?
Obama.
Oh, I remember when he said that. But it's just it's crazy to think that we live in an age where the leader of our country now has social media. What do you think George Bush would have said if if there was Twitter around the time? he was president?
I know what he's going to say.
Lord,
I know exactly what he'd say.
Going back,
One at a time, please.
go down, go.
He would look. He'd make a meme of himself. The and be like, "We're gonna smoke him."
Bro, that just
We need more slaves. I mean, I don't know what.
What?
He owned slaves. He owned,
George Bush?
Oh, I thought you said George Washington. I don't know why. I thought we were talking about George Washington. George Bush didn't own
Man,
slaves.
you gotta go back to civics class, bro.
We didn't have civics.
Man,
we
just
only
go-
had social studies.
going back.
Never
Going
mind.
back, 2 presidents, George Bush and golfing. You ever seen that video where he's like on the golf course, he's talking to the media, talking about we got to end terrorism.
Now what? Now watch.
Now watch this drive.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
I love how in that video, I love how the camera zoomed in where you can't see where or what he's holding, and then it's like we gotta end terrorism. Thank you.
And
Now
then it
watch this
zooms out.
drive. And it zooms out. He's on a golf course.
And that's the thing. A lot of the presidents have in common, and it's golf.
It's a relaxing sport.
I've noticed a lot of celebrities like Chris Pratt. There's a lot of big people that just do golf. Hell, I mean Twitch. Dr. Disrespect. He plays golf.
Yeah, he plays golf with the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dr. Disrespect's real comparable to the president. Yeah.
I'm just saying people who you probably wouldn't think do golf.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It's usually
dads.
it's perceived as the rich man sport.
Oh yeah.
It really is.
It's a very expensive hobby in sport.
Yeah, it really
I shall
is.
say.
It sure is.
Man, we got to work on our transitions.
But guys, also just this doesn't have to go in it. But hey, William, go ahead and put a picture of that Joe Biden with the laser eyes in the tweet.
You better get used to this because this is what Cam's going to do a lot. Hey, why don't you just
Talk to the camera. I have full trust in William. I think he'll do quite all right.
I think he's gonna be all right, but he's still a fucking dickhead. I'm just asking for him to make
No,
me
he
look
has
like
a
an
lot of
asshole.
power.
He's
It's
gonna make you
embarrassing.
look- he's gonna
Somehow
make you look
William-
really bad.
William
I'm gonna
is-
be like going like this. He's just gonna slowly zoom in on my face.
Somehow William's able to like cut into the audio where it's just completely Dale's cut out, and he only has like just us three. Like he's not even a part of the podcast.
So guys, we cut the whole last episode of the season last year. We're supposed to have episode 12, and it was gonna be the season finale, and it was
Gonna
gonna be
have
awesome.
Jacob.
And we're gonna have Jacob on the podcast. But it turned out that we were having a lot of cross conversation. So pretend I'm talking to Dale, right? And so, hey Dale, what's going on with this and that?
And I'm over
right?
here talking to Cameron.
And now
all at the
he's
same
talking to
time.
Cameron. And then
We did that a lot.
Yeah, we did that a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. That entire night, I was like holding back vomit.
Yeah,
I
no,
was sick as.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you,
right.
you threw
There's
up outside.
So like there was a few times I moved the thing away. I was like,
Oh no!
You threw up outside.
I did. I was talking to you. I was like, hey,
My dogs ate that.
And then you got me sick.
Okay, I didn't get you sick.
How's my audio, by
You
the way?
did.
I wasn't sick. Like
We're having psychosis.
we're doing it again.
See this what's going on? That's the problem.
We got to be careful about that. I was just saying my dog ate that vomit.
I hope it was good.
We were literally just talking about side conversations.
But I
again.
thought it was my racist joke to open the episode.
Yeah, I trust William, and like I said, we're supposed to have the season finale last year. He was supposed to say that he was expecting his first child, and he was currently pregnant, and that we have this new addition to the team here at Undrafted, William, who's
Go ahead
Dale's
and put a picture of yourself up there, William.
brother.
Yeah, my little brother.
Yeah, little brother, and he's about me and Mason's age, and he's gonna be editing our videos. So awesome, great to have him on, and I think he's gonna I think he's gonna do great. And if you don't, William,
Well, you're fired.
it's gonna be up to Mason. What happened?
I'm
So
a cold-hearted son of a bitch too.
just
No, I'm not.
makes Mason look terrible. This whole thing. So rumor has it, right? This is by the time you guys see it,
Rumor has it.
it's gonna be March 25th, and it's gonna be around 2 p.m. when you're watching this.
The world hasn't ended by then.
It was back in July. Basically, bottom line is Drake had this party, had this after party, whatever. Bobby shows up, and Bobby, if you don't know, she does this podcast, and she published this episode with Drake as a guest. They're both in the bed. They're both doing a podcast in a bed and stuff. And a lot of people were like, "Yeah, weird place to do a podcast." And there was some flirting banter back and forth and stuff like that. And a lot of people were like, "Oh man, is she like purposely flirting with Drake and stuff?" Well, shortly after, she gets a divorce, stuff like that.
Oh,
So she gets a divorce, and everybody's like, how the internet is, and spreading all this shit.
Well, so on top of that though, she kind of blew up pretty quick.
Who's Bobby?
She's
who the f- is Bobby?
She's a single person that does a podcast, but
A single person that has a podcast. That narrows it down.
But she gets like she's like
Trust me, if you look up podcasts and Bobby,
I'm
you're
looking
gonna
it
find
up.
it.
I'm gonna find it.
and she's just like she's been having like very big famous people on her stuff, but she blew up really quick.
And she always does this podcast in her bed?
No.
Or just with Drake?
She goes to wherever they want.
Like for instance, she did one with Andrew.
Show a picture to
Open
camera.
Instagram, motherfucker. This bitch. I'm sorry, this woman.
Never.
Do you
This,
know-
this is the first time I've ever seen
Well,
it.
for instance, like, do you know the comedian Andrew and Bobby? He's the one that was like, "I'm Bobby Mom," and then did the cross eyes. You ever seen that video? Oh my god! Never mind.
Dude, he doesn't watch podcasts.
Anyways, he did one with her, and they
I
were,
do watch podcasts.
He did one with her, and they were on a golf course. Like,
This past weekend? Oh, so it's just different.
just different area.
I gotcha.
It's just for some reason she picked to do it in a bed with Drake.
Joe Rogan? This
So-
past weekend?
So look, back to that. People think they had a falling out because Bobby unfollowed Drake on Instagram. Yeah, there's people out there that check that shit, and they saw it. They're like, oh no, they had a falling out, whatever. And then,
Who gives a shit?
I don't know. And then this whole podcast that they published and had millions and millions and millions of views, she deleted it.
Oh.
Which, you know, you don't do that if you're getting a lot of money from
You don't do that.
revenue and shit. And so they're like, well, what the fuck? And so now people are speculating that, you know, they're having this big old beef thing. And then fast forward to Drake hosted a party at South by Southwest, and Bobby shows up. She gets thrown out, gets kicked out of the party. They said they had to escort her out because she wasn't invited.
Man, how you gonna show up to a party you ain't invited?
That's exactly what I was saying.
Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, bro.
After your divorce,
After your divorce,
or after you went, or you're going,
or
through
you're
divorce?
going through whatever. Which I think people had their own rumors about that too. You're hitting the wall too. You
I
need
had
to
to
scoot
scoot
up.
it. Or,
This wall ain't gonna make
Yeah,
it.
you gotta stand up. You gotta stand up and move your chair.
It's not gonna make it past episode 3.
all right. How's the camera angle looking?
Fantastic. I hope y'all don't want to go to Miami Beach for spring break
Why?
because Miami is breaking up with spring break.
What?
Oh, didn't they can?
What do you mean by that?
Juan, you throw me off.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
What's the
So-
punchline here?
I'm trying to set you up for the shorts.
So last year, I don't know if you guys saw like all the riots and stuff that was happening during spring break in Miami.
Like on the beach.
Yeah, like in like Miami Beach, the area there. So Miami's had enough of it. So curfews from 11:59 p.m. to 6 a.m. No sale of alcohol past 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, you can go to a bar, consume alcohol there, but you cannot go to like a liquor store.
And buy a whole bunch of stuff.
Exactly.
And this is only for the week of spring break?
Yeah. So like, I think the curfew was ending tonight. So we're recording tonight, March 18th. This is the last night of the curfew, but other things are going to continue through, like no coolers on the beach, no large tents. Parking fees have went from $30 to $100.
Damn.
See, I have a thing though. Or what?
Or what? It probably get like it's probably a city ordinance. Isn't it?
Yep. It's city
like-
And I
ordinance.
guarantee it's
Tickets
because Miami is becoming one of the largest retirement communities like in America.
Yeah, probably.
Well, no, I mean, it's like last year and the year before, it's just like all these kids came down, starting fights, shooting people, just starting a bunch of trouble. And like Miami's
These
like,
dang kids shooting people.
get off my grass. But no, so like they've pretty much just had enough of it, and they've increased their police force. I think they're bringing in state troopers, stuff like that.
Miami-Dade.
So
Well, what? Why'd you look at me like that?
Like what?
Dade County, brother.
Yeah, Miami-Dade.
but the biggest thing to me was the Airbnb rentals. You have to make a reservation of at least 6 months.
Nice. Wow.
Nothing. It can't be anything less
Yeah,
than that.
so basically just go somewhere else if you want to do spring break.
That's pretty much what they're saying.
That's what they're trying to do.
Maybe.
They want to deter people from doing that.
I've never been to Miami Beach.
The tier.
Deter.
But like the cafes or whatever, the beachside cafes they're called.
I want to deter.
You want to deter?
Do tear.
Yeah, they're just got to find somewhere else. I mean, the thing is, like I said, Miami's becoming a huge retirement community. Florida always has been the retirement state, you know?
That actually, I remember watching a what was it? It was a documentary. I think Griselda Blanca, which is the
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is the I guess queen or whatnot of like Miami drugs back in
Yeah.
the 80s and stuff. And I remember seeing the documentary or listening to a podcast or something, and they were talking about how in the 80s Miami was like you said, it was like the retirement place to kind of go, and that's how it was. But then it kept getting popular, got a lot of drugs in it, became party, and then a lot of crime and stuff.
Well, that's
A
where
lot of party.
That's where it's come full circle, baby.
that's where Pablo Escobar would send his drugs.
yeah.
But
Nothing's wrong with that. You know?
yeah, you know.
The new Grand Theft Auto is taking place in Vice City, which is the Grand Theft Auto universe version of Miami.
It sure is.
That's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I can't wait to do the missions on that map. especially
Yeah, really
especially the kind that you have to deliver something.
You know, I heard
Drive 20 miles.
In a garbage truck that doesn't exceed over 10 miles an hour.
I heard that you can't pick up hookers anymore.
Really?
I heard they took it out.
What does that do for anybody anyway? It's like
Well-
the car shakes a little bit. That's
It's
it.
like, oh no.
And then you can kill her and get your money back. That's about it.
That's what Cameron did all the time on that game.
I remember
I would say, "Oh, Juan, don't come looking for me."
And he's like in a back alley and some.
I remember my uncle would play that game. He'd be like, "Hey, DJ, sit down real quick. Watch this." Picks up a hooker, kills her, takes the money back.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
That's how it's done, boy.
Oh no.
Yes,
Only so
Pop.
much a 5-year-old brain could process.
Yes, Papa. Was that what you were saying? That your dad
I
just
said
said?
uncle.
Oh,
That was Uncle Papa.
Uncle Papa. Yeah.
Super Bowl 59 was not the matchup I wanted, but I was really happy with the outcome because, the 49ers.
Yeah. I was actually going for KC that game. A lot of people were going for the Niners because they didn't want to see KC do 2 in a row, and then if they get it again, then they're classified as a dynasty because it'll be a three-peat. But
It's just the price you got to pay.
I did like seeing the 49ers unfold. Which one thing about this offseason move I don't understand is that they picked up Chase Young pretty late in the season last year, and now he's already on the Saints. Did you see that today?
Yeah, he got signed by the Saints.
he got signed by
Plus,
the
Taylor Swift put them on the map, really.
Taylor Swift pretty much put NFL on the map this
Dude,
year.
nobody knew what football was.
Oh, okay. Now that going back to the Super Bowl, man, I never seen like my wife get so excited over a damn halftime show.
Oh,
She was,
that
like,
was-
super excited to
That
see
was a
Usher
pretty good
and stuff.
halftime show.
It was. It was pretty entertaining.
You know they edited the opening note that lady sang. Who was that lady?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia
Yeah.
Keys, they edited it?
Yeah. So like if you go on YouTube now
And look at it back.
if you look at it, it doesn't hit that note the same way she did live.
You know who else was really excited about the halftime show? George. Shout out to George.
Dude, it's the craziest thing. I was looking at the TV. Usher came on. I look at my wife, and she was pregnant.
Oh no, I see memes like that.
I made that joke because my friends came over, and his wife was pregnant, and I was like, "Holy shit, man!"
I sure did. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, Alicia Keys. Like when she first hit that note, her voice cracked a little bit, and then she saved it. She was doing pretty well. But I guess if you go back, they just edited it in.
Yeah, they edited it in like that she did great. What she did, I mean, everybody in that.
But that's what kind of makes it authentic, though. That's how you
Yeah.
know that she was actually singing, is that she had the voice crack. Which
Yeah.
I'd rather hear something like that than auto tune or
Sure.
or just lip singing.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Lip singing.
Lip
Syncing,
singing.
whatever. God, Kevin. Sorry, yeah, that's 2 times already.
Man,
3, you're out of here.
But you know what's better than the Super Bowl?
Nothing.
Lasers. And, going back to the whole Joe Biden laser eyes. The U.S. military actually has real lasers.
go like this for me, Cameron. Go like this.
Lasers.
Hold on. I like how he just segued himself into his
weren't
topic.
even
We
done
were
this
still
transition.
talking about the
We
NFL.
weren't even anywhere close to getting into the.
So what's going on like right now in today's? What's gearing up here for y'all's teams? I know you're with Phillies.
You want
with
to?
the-
I'll go ahead and
You
go
go ahead first because yours will be quicker.
Mine will be very quick. We haven't done a damn thing talking about the Dallas Cowboys. We haven't done a damn thing since Jerry Jones was like, "Oh, we're all in."
You signed a long snapper.
We signed a long snapper. We signed a pretty old veteran linebacker from the Chargers, and I think we came to terms with one of our special team players.
Yeah, there's talks about us getting Clay Matthews back out there. And probably get
Luke Kuechly.
So anyway, so Philly got Saquon Barkley. We got what the name from Tampa Bay, White, the linebacker. What's his first name? I can't remember. Who else did we sign?
We need to get Bill Belichick back out here. Yeah, start playing
We signed
ball.
a bunch of other people. I can't remember, but we signed a lot of people. Hey, Will, why don't you put on the screen all the people we signed?
We also Leighton Vander Esch, it's sad to say, but he retired early after a 6-year career because of all his injuries.
Probably he's about to break his neck.
Yeah, well, I mean, smart move on him for him.
Honestly, like man was like one step away from being a paraplegic. You know.
Oh, we also lost our RB1, Tony Pollard. He went to the Titans. And we released Tyron Smith. He already signed with, who did he sign with? He signed with somebody.
I think the
Jets.
Redskins.
No, the Jets.
Jets.
Redskins.
You lost a lot of guys to the
baby,
Red-
the Jets.
Oh, the
It's all about the Jets, baby.
The Commanders.
Commanders.
And then what else did we do? Oh, we let go of Michael Gallup. So we let go of him.
Nah, he sucked anyway.
Yeah.
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 Before his injury, he was pretty good. But I can't believe that
Everybody's always good before the
we
injury.
literally kept him and let go of Amari Cooper.
Oh my God! The biggest free agent signing we had. I forgot. We got back C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Who?
C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Okay, but is he dating Taylor Swift?
No.
Don't think so. So basically, not news.
Our defense is going to be back to. Oh, Bryce Huff. We got Bryce Huff from the Jets. Our defense.
You're not excited for Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, I'm excited for Saquon Barkley.
I thought that was like y'all's biggest sign.
You should see. So for some reason, Facebook, because I liked a bunch of Saquon posts from the Eagles, Facebook's like, well, you should like the Giants too. All these Giants fan pages are so fucking salty.
Bro. Well, and to be honest, they haven't really done all great either. I mean, they picked up a few people, but they also let go of a lot of people.
Yeah, and they gave Daniel Jones all that money.
And then also a big signing was the Steelers getting Russell Wilson.
Did you see who they just traded for today?
And they today, I saw that they got. You talking about the Bears quarterback?
Yeah, Justin Fields.
I thought that
Was that yesterday or today?
It was yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
during
got
the
Justin
offseason.
Fields to back them up, so that means that they're going to go for Caleb Williams probably first in the draft.
Dude, we all knew that the Bears were going for Caleb Williams. Mr. I'm going to paint my nails and cry on my mama's shoulder.
Mr. I'm not going to get drug tested or perform at the combine, but still show up and do press interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
The guy that didn't want to perform and said, "Oh, if y'all want to see me run and throw some balls, just go watch my film," which is kind of shitty if you think, because everybody else is playing, everybody else has played.
He's still going to go. He knows he's still going to go number one. That's why he doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's like
Go ahead, chime in there, Cameron. Get in there. I know
Hey, what do you think about Caleb Williams?
Yeah, what do you think about Caleb Williams?
It's neither here nor there.
Besides the Super Bowl, Cam, what is the last football game you watched?
I didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, you didn't, huh?
What do you mean? I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get invited until the last possible second.
what did you watch with us?
I watched the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the last one I watched.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
whose fault was it that you got invited at the last second?
Whoever hosted it,
And who hosted it that day?
man, who was it?
Wait a minute. I wasn't even invited. What the?
You're not invited here during football season.
Well, the Cowboys were.
I was here for one game because it was after we recorded.
I think me planning to host it over here was last minute anyways. That was like the week of.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the week of.
Well,
You
we
told
wanted
me
to go
30 minutes
out.
before it started.
It was like the week of, because at first I think we were talking about probably going
And it was
out.
it was so like it's the backhand invite too. It was like, hey, just so you know, we're having a Super Bowl party in about 30 minutes. You can come if you want.
30 minutes.
If you want.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, thanks, man.
We don't really want you here, but if you want to be here,
I'm
it's okay.
sorry.
We're really not friends.
No, we are. We are.
Outside of this podcast room.
We are. I just you don't like football, and it was last
I
minute.
like to hang out with my bros, you know.
So I'm sorry. I'm a piece of shit.
All right.
Okay.
Nobody did that.
Nobody denied it.
No, you're not. You know, I had
Yeah. So
that's his.
is his knee in the shot?
No.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Who was that?
That was like my throat or something. Like drinking water.
He was all like,
So TikTok's getting banned, and I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I saw this meme where it was like asking like the government or whatnot, like, hey, make rich people pay more taxes or whatnot. It's like, we can ban TikTok.
I don't know what the hell Nancy Pelosi did on there on that stand.
When she was like, tic-tac-toe, win.
Winner.
And TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner.
Did y'all see that guy, that one Democrat from, I think, either North or South Carolina, made this huge following on TikTok to get elected into the Senate?
And then
voted to get TikTok banned.
Yeah, and then
Like,
lost
what
a lot of followers.
slap in the face to his constituents. Like, mother.
There'll be something else. You had Vine, then you had Musically, then you have TikTok.
Well,
There's going to be another one.
Wasn't Musically was TikTok?
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Used to be.
But that's the thing, like, because they said that if they sell it, what's the name of the company again? Byte something.
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the government said that if they sell it to an American company, they won't ban it. But it's like they're just going to make another one, like you said.
Yeah, they'll just make another one. And you got all these people making a ton of money off of TikTok, and I get that. There goes your income. But if you're already famous from it, you can go to another platform. People will follow.
So the whole importance of like doing the multi-platform
YouTube. Like, that's
thing.
what Danny Gonzalez. Greg. What's up, Greg?
What's up, Greg?
And that's what he came from Vine, and he made a YouTube channel and got big on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of like I know Snapchat was like big when I was in high school, and maybe just because I got older, I'm not using it as much. But it seems like a lot of like bigger, like a lot of YouTubers and stuff, they're signing deals with Snapchat to make it big again. Like David Dobrik, and then isn't there like some other people that have signed like big deals with Snapchat?
Yeah. So I know David Dobrik was the main one that I at least follow on Snapchat, and yeah, I mean, he signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Snapchat and Celsius. I don't know if they're together on that, but I know that they signed that, and he posts like, I don't know, like 40 Snapchats a day. So like, it's a lot, and it's just basically him. I mean, he doesn't vlog as much anymore, so it's like a very, 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 very short, vlog that has pictures in it too. So it's not just videos, it's pictures. And but basically he's doing the multi-platform thing. And I think a lot of content creators should definitely, like, if you're building up like an Instagram account, like, go spend some attention on your TikTok too,
Yeah.
I feel like Snapchat, they've fallen off so much. I know I can always turn my notifications off, but I always get notifications to just simply get me back on the app.
Yeah.
Like, they've been sending out like a lot more about like memories. Like, remember this from 5 years ago? Or sometimes it actually says that I have a Snapchat from somebody, and I open up Snapchat and there's not
there.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
I have too.
Just to open the app, I'm assuming. Just
you had notifications from somebody else?
like it said, like you have
No, I had it-
like you have an unopened snap or something. I actually opened up Snapchat and nobody sent me anything. And I'm pretty sure it's probably just so you can click on the app because they're falling off.
Man, what's going on there, Snap?
Yeah, no, I would
you be-
get like the one in the red.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, I guess I didn't see a notification. I opened it up and nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
Man, it's just a bunch of gobbledygook and just a bunch of potty mouth on there.
That's why it's getting banned.
This is TikTok?
Snapchat, I thought.
I can't keep up anymore.
Man, I can't keep with all these tic-tac-toes and these.
Tic-tac-toe. Win.
It's funny that the leading conspiracy is that the government wants to get rid of, I almost said TikTok because like there's a lot of information that gets passed along through TikTok, but it's like, why can't you just do that with YouTube or Instagram?
I thought it was a big thing because like a Chinese government owns
And the
it.
CIA is like, man, we're the only ones that can do that.
Yeah,
Saying,
that's true. That's my TikTok.
that's my
Topic.
TikTok.
That's my TikTok.
Snapchat's my TikTok.
We might have to
Because
create
that's
a
where
Snapchat.
David Dobrik is.
We don't have a Snapchat?
We do not have a Snapchat.
Oh, I thought-
Undrafted Snapchat.
Just assumed we did.
I mean, we don't live together, so I mean,
That's true.
Snapchat's just gonna be I don't know, me in my house, posting the time on my couch.
He's just shirtless, laid up on his couch watching TV.
I do the old man poses where you can see both of my arms.
It's just gonna be him sitting on Mason's couch, recording Mason curl his toes. Well, man, my athlete's foot itches.
And then he uses that little thing that you pull out.
Man.
All right, that wasn't supposed to go in there. But.
Oh no, it's out of your hands now.
Plead with
Cut it.
William.
Cut it.
You gotta plead with him.
Cut it.
You gotta plead with him.
If you don't cut that out, you're fired.
Well, he was like, I didn't even get paid yet. That's fine.
I just want to ask around the room first before I get into my story. What have y'all ever been in car wrecks? Like any car wrecks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were they just like fender benders, or were they like car wrecks? Or
Both.
okay, share your story.
Well, so when I had my Tacoma, I had 2 little fender benders, and it did absolutely nothing to my truck. The people that hit me, it messed up their cars pretty bad. But man, I tell you what, I stand by the Tacoma because I got rear-ended one time pretty bad, and it was on the highway. We pull over to the side of the road, we get out, and we look, and there's like nothing. I cannot see anything wrong with my truck. The front of his car is completely messed up.
Really?
I didn't have to make an insurance claim, anything. I took it to the mechanic who I trust, and they were like, man, nothing's wrong. Cool. And then another time I got T-boned in an
I
intersection.
remember that.
In my Tacoma.
Yeah.
It spun me around. All it did was knock off the little center cap. That's all it did. And I told the guys, like, hey, just buy me a new one. Buy me a new little center cap that goes in the wheel. And then now my F-150, the red one I got hit in an intersection, and I thought it was totaled. It was. I hadn't even had the truck for a year.
Maybe
yet.
that's the one I remember.
Yeah, that's probably the one you remember. I was on my way to work, working overtime. I had to call in, and the guy that hit me had no insurance. It was just like not worst case scenario, but it was pretty bad. Like my truck was messed up. It was in the shop for 2 months. It was a horrible experience. It was in the shop for 2 months. I have uninsured driver's policy, so my deductible was, still $500, or it was like $250 or $500 or whatever. But my insurance would only pay for a rental for 30 days. And I was like, oh, it shouldn't take that long.
Yeah, it was 2 months.
It was like 2.5 months. And after that 30 days was up, I had to borrow cars and stuff.
That's when you got that rental. What was it? A Colorado?
No, it was a Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger.
It was a Lariat too.
Good Ford Ranger.
It was
No, go ahead.
but it was nice. It had the leather seats. It was a Lariat, so it was like the luxury version of a Ranger, and only had it for 30 days, and it was nice, but it ain't no Tacoma, and it ain't no F-150.
I hear you.
And so after that, I had to borrow some cars and stuff, and then my insurance was like, hey, we can extend it for 5 days, your rental. I was like, I already had my 30 days. They're like, okay, well, if you go pick one up, I was like, let me use it the last 5. Let me find out when my truck will be ready, and I'll use it the last 5 days. So that's what I did. And I picked it up, and they forgot to put the seal back on my door, and it was freezing cold. It was during the winter storms.
Oh, no.
And I had the guy meet me halfway because I lived an hour from the place where I had my truck. And so they met me halfway so they could put the seal on my door.
Damn.
Dale, you got a story?
About wrecking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when I was little, though. I'm not little. I was like 12. We're driving down eastern Pennsylvania, somewhere near Pittsburgh.
That's why you shouldn't let 12-year-olds drive, man.
My mom was driving. We were taking my dad to his like 18-wheeler that he just bought. And this woman just comes flying up behind us, just rear ends us, nearly knocks us off the road and down the side of a mountain.
Oh, my God.
State police come and everything. Come to find out, she was having like a manic episode and just fucking floored it for some reason. She was like, I blacked out. I don't even know what happened.
Oh, wow.
And y'all were in the 18-wheeler?
No, we were in our minivan. Like she just fucked up the entire back end of our car. She didn't remember any of it.
Crazy.
I bring this up.
So I had one.
No. I will get to you.
I had a few.
This relates to you.
Oh.
I remember me and Juan, working at the same place for a while. There was this one parking lot that we would park at. And me and Juan, we parked next to each other. And, of course, the spots are diagonal like that. And then on the other way, it's the opposite. There's 3 cars in the parking lot. Mine, Juan's, and another car that's in the lanes behind us. Why we get in our cars, and Juan just puts it in reverse and floors it and backs into the only car that's in the parking lot. And he fucked this car up.
This is back in 2019, by the way.
Fucked this car up.
This was back in 2019.
Was it that long ago?
I just got hired on. And just got hired on where we work at. And yeah, backed into this car and you know, I did the whole insurance thing and I told him, you know, made a report, police report about it. And Allstate. Dude. Best insurance ever.
Bro, he fucked this car up. Like, so much body damage. Even the
And they still have paper tags. Like, this was a brand new car.
Oh my God.
And my insurance, you know how much they gave him? $400.
Oh man.
And
I'm talking bumper, back bumper, fender, and the pillar to the actual, like, that's alongside the back windshield. Like, that's
Oh,
not.
it wasn't your car that was new. It was the car you hit.
yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you know, his old Dodge Avenger, he didn't give a fuck. So
I actually didn't have that much damage on it.
yeah, but the
course.
car he backed into was fucked up. I was like, bro, how do you hit the one and only fucking
They
car?
gave him $400 for that.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
did
Her.
her? So, what? Is that the same place that you worked? Did she ever say anything to you?
She was like, hey, well, they only gave me this and it cost this. And I was like, well, my Allstate agent told me not to talk to you anymore and said that it's been settled. So I'm going to block your number now. And that was the last time I ever spoke to that person.
She's gonna watch this podcast.
She's like, oh, it's that fucker right there.
Dude,
Yeah.
They screwed her.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's have a come to Jesus moment. Did he really tell you that?
Yeah.
Not to talk to her?
He told me, do not
Swear on a stack of Bibles, bro.
This is Mason's house. What are you doing?
Man, I hate Jesus.
No, I don't.
But yeah.
Okay.
Dead ass. I mean,
I don't know why that makes me believe you less when you say dead ass.
no, you
that's
can't. You cannot.
That's a pact that us three have. You cannot lie on a
cannot
dead
lie
ass.
on a dead
So
ass.
if you want to be included on this, you have to swear that you cannot lie on a dead ass. If
I
you
never
say-
lie on a dead ass, bro.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Okay.
I don't know if you mean either.
Dead ass, Your Honor. Okay, no, you can't wink.
I'm not winking.
Like, now we will never believe it.
Not winking.
We're not going to believe a dead ass from you.
Yeah,
So dead ass. He told me. He said that.
Okay.
He said you have no reason to talk to her. You can block her number if you want.
Sweet.
Because I kept calling him. I was like, hey, is this done? Like, is this settled? Like, why does she keep calling me? She says that you guys haven't done this and that. And I'm just trying to make sure I don't get sued.
You know, did they ever confirm how much they gave her?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, what if she was lying and trying to get more money out
Yeah,
of you?
true.
But
Yeah, they said that. Yeah, we settled with her for $400.
Man, that is so ass, though.
And I was like, oh, okay, great.
Oh, I would be pissed too if I was that person.
And then also it's like, hey man, we already settled this with you. We already had our evaluator come out there, check it out. You know, this is what you got.
damn.
damn. Well, wait, what about her insurance? Like, they didn't cover her or anything? Like,
Well,
Oh, I guess they covered the rest.
well, I hope they did.
I would assume like when you get hit, you still have to pay your deductible with your
Yeah.
insurance company, and then they'll just go after the other insurance
The
company.
$400 is not even enough for deductible. Deductible is
No.
usually $500,
know.
or if not more.
$400 ain't enough to buy a bumper and repaint it. So
Dude,
You know what? It's either between 400 or 600.
either way, that's
That's still not. I think it's 400 or 4,000. I was like, okay, that's a big difference.
Dude, my insurance, I fucked up my car in Pennsylvania hitting a deer. It just completely fucked the whole car. And they basically got me a new car.
really,
Yeah.
Well, they probably totaled it out.
They did, yeah. But that's
and what
I'm
do you have? What
saying.
did you have?
It was a little,
No. What insurance company?
oh, dude, I don't remember.
I have a Geico.
I like how this
What do I have?
section of the podcast are just discussing.
I like
insurance.
Geico because it's a little lizard guy.
Yeah, and you can save 50% or more on car insurance.
I
Maybe.
have Geico for my motorcycle, but not for my truck.
You should bundle. This is turning into a huge commercial, dude.
We got the.
And that brings us to our sponsor.
Yeah. But speaking about getting hit, I did get hit on my motorcycle. over about a year.
Man,
and a half, 2 years.
you need to get that thing of registration renewed, man.
Yeah, I know.
Why
Thanks,
Why,
Cameron.
man, why are you calling me out like that?
Anyways, yeah. So I mean, I got hit on my bike, and then got
been
hit.
6 years.
Got hit in my white pickup truck that I had a while ago. Not interesting stories at all. Do you have an interesting story about you getting hit?
Yeah, I was driving passenger with an ex, and we're on the highway going, and it was pouring rain, and I lay back in my seat as you saw today. I lay back in my seat, and I remember, like, I was just on my phone, and I see the wheel. I see the wheel go like this, and then like this. It's a 2-lane highway. And then next thing you know, I could see it through. I'm looking at the sky, and I remember seeing like the car just.
Oh no!
And then yeah, we like flew into the barricade, the concrete barricade.
Oh,
the window
no.
broke,
Ah,
and it was the whole thing, pouring rain. I was like, oh my gosh, we could have died. Yeah.
I remember. I remember one. I was with my brother Dalton, and he had just got his. He was like 18 or something. He had just got his car. It was like an old Toyota Camry, and it was him and his girlfriend, and then it was me, my other brother Matthew. Have you met Matthew?
I met Matthew.
No.
But y'all know Matthew. And then a friend right here to the left of me. So I was sitting in the middle. And it was so funny because we're on a 2-lane highway. It's daylight. No one's in front of my brother. And we're doing probably 70, 80 miles an hour. And for some reason, he jerks the wheel and we completely go into spin and crash into the wall. But what's so funny, it's like ingrained in my mind. Like, you know, my brother Matt, he had a cowboy hat on. He hit it so hard, it was just like tilted. It's just the picture of him getting like that look.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so funny. But I was like, Dalton, what the fuck happened? Oh, my steering wheel locked up. I'm like, you're doing 80 and it locked up? I saw you. You fucking yanked it. What do you mean? And we slammed into the bro. I sometimes take that route to work, and I still see the mark on the pillow. I know it was right before a bridge, and I still see
They
it.
never cleaned it up.
It's just the paint along the concrete barrier.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's broken or cracked. It's just where we hit. I just thought that was funny.
You guys ever you ever feel like our country is gonna be like splitting into a civil war?
Oh,
Do you guys feel that like
Like
the
the way
tension?
it was last time.
No, it's gonna be much.
the way it was last.
But you guys feel that, right? Like you feel like there's
Sometimes.
you can just cut the tension.
I
You
don't
know?
always feel like there's only tension when it comes to the when it gets close to the election.
Yeah. It's
there's
every
always
4
tension.
years. I get that.
I feel like I know where you're going with it. Maybe.
You know where I'm going with this?
Is it about Texas?
I mean, Texas is involved in this. Yeah.
Is it
We're
about the whole
always
border
involved.
thing?
No. No, there's a movie coming out about some British guy's take on what he thinks the Civil War will be about
In America?
in America. Yes. So
Leave it to somebody who doesn't live here.
it is kind of like wacky. There's not a lot out about the movie yet because it hasn't even come out yet. It comes out April 12th.
Movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's not really happening, Juan. He's not orchestrating a real civil war.
Dang it.
Juan was like,
He's just the mastermind behind a major civil war.
Juan was just
First world country civil
racking
war.
up, boys. So anyway, so apparently it follows some president who like takes over a third term, and then there's 4 factions that the states split up into. You got the Loyalists, the Western Alliance, the Florida Alliance, and then this is the one that's going to throw you off: the Republic Alliance between California and Texas. So there's like nothing out about the lore behind the movie yet, and like other than this president is trying to turn it into like a fascist
Totalitarian.
thank you, state.
I think you mean a dictatorship.
That's exactly what I mean, Juan. Good job. So, but no, the
He's
thing
looking for a soundboard. Hold on.
but the thing that threw me off was the Texas and the California alliance there.
Is it because he maybe hadn't done his research and he saw that it's the Republic of Texas.
There he goes.
Because we're technically the Republic of Texas, and
Yeah.
California used to be the California Republic, and that's what it says on
Yeah.
their flag. You know?
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's why it's the Republic Alliance.
I guess so.
Or maybe there's just a shit talk between Texans and Californians and stuff like that.
I don't know, man. But people gotta stop moving here. I mean, if we take anything from this podcast, man, stop moving here.
Well, I guess I gotta leave.
I think y'all are getting it, like taking something different from what he's saying. He's saying that California and Texas are allied in this universe.
They're,
don't
in the,
want 'em to be
they're
friends.
on the same side.
yeah.
I don't
Man,
like that.
man, I don't like that movie. I'm not gonna watch that movie, bro.
I'm not
So
supporting that.
I'm gonna watch the movie because like I want to see why there's 4 different factions. Like the Florida Alliance. I'll tell you all the alliances right here.
Huh?
The Florida Alliance is Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. So that's the Florida Alliance.
Oklahoma's with Florida.
Alabama.
Yeah. Like I was like, why wouldn't they go with Texas?
This
It's
dude
right
did-
fucking there.
This dude didn't do his research.
He really didn't. The loyalist states kind of make sense. It's like the whole Northeast, the New England states, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, and then New Mexico and Arizona for some reason. Like, I tried looking it up and I was like, maybe he's just going by all the states that have like Democratic governors would stay
I'm really
with the
gonna
federal
throw
government.
that for a loop, ain't I?
What the hell was that?
It's a British accent.
But he's not.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a very.
No, it's a British accent. I'm gonna throw it for a loop. I am. It'll make the Civil War happen. Chip, chip. Video.
That's a little more.
Okay, we probably have some British viewers. I'm sorry for Cameron's.
I'm not sorry. At least our schools are like Call of Duty.
At least our schools are not like the Call of Duty.
No.
I saw a comment on Facebook where this guy was like, y'all need to stop picking on Americans. Of course they use millimeters, mostly 9.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
It was good. I laughed.
You got countries that use the metric system, and you got countries that put a man on the moon.
Ooh.
Boom.
Ooh.
Screaming eagle right now.
What are kilometers?
What the is a kilometer?
That's the sound for that.
Nah.
It's not an updated soundboard.
Yeah, we got our default soundboard out today.
Thanks for that ear.
Sorry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching another episode of Undrafted. Welcome to season 2. And if you would be so kind to hit the link in our description, and it'll take you to our link tree. We have everything there that you'll need. Follow us on The Undrafted on Twitch. It's Thursday. When is it? Saturday through Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.
You're talking about my stream.
I'm going to redo the outro. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this episode. Welcome to our season 2 of Undrafted. Make sure to follow us on Twitch, where we do a live stream with Cameron as the host. He's recording Saturday through Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You can catch me and Mason playing on there. Sometimes you'll get Dale in the chat. And also hit the link in our YouTube description. It'll take you to our link tree that has everything that you can possibly need, including our Patreon, where we have behind the scenes footage. And we'll catch you next week on The Undrafted.